Hello and welcome to another poorly constructed tech review by myself. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I don't often do tech videos, but when I do, they're average at best. So I really wanted to make this video because usually I'll get the new tech device, and it's kind of like the honeymoon period, and I'm like, oh, this thing is the best, it's so cool, it's got this, this, and this, without really having the proper experience to back up my knowledge on it. So now I've been using these products for a couple of months now. I feel like I've got a better grasp on how they work, the ins and outs, the pros and the cons of them, and some of them are not as good as I mentioned previously. So yeah, let's get started. First thing that I want to talk about is the one that I haven't actually done a review on before, and that is my Apple Watch Series 2. I bought it about 5 months ago, I think. No, 4 months. Yep, I bought it 4 months ago, and I love it. I love it so much. Number one, my favorite thing is that it makes me stop checking my phone just to like see if I've got a notification. I think without my watch, I often I'm just walking to work or something like that, and I feel this need to check my phone at all times to make sure I haven't got a message or I haven't, been called into work or something like that. It's really frustrating. I think it's like, I don't know, maybe it's just a thing people do nowadays, where even if your phone isn't vibrating, it kind of feels like it is, and I'll just check my phone instinctually. But with the watch, I will know 100% whether or not I've got a message or not. Like, it gives me all of my notifications to my watch, and it's so easy to check. Sometimes I'll get a message, it's just like someone giving me a thumbs up in a group message, and it's not enough for me to actually pick up my phone and look at it for it to be worthwhile. But on my watch, I can get the notification, go, oh, okay, cool, thumbs up, hands down. That's it. Like, it shortens that whole process, and it gives me more time to live my life, As weird as it sounds, because I feel like I'm really connected to my phone, but at the same time, I'm really disconnected from my phone. Like, I'm not always just looking down at my phone all the time. I feel like I can just put it down, relax, and walk, which is a really strange thing to be complaining about. Another thing that I really love about it is that I can pay for stuff with it. And any of my friends that have hung out with me in the past few months, they all know that wherever I go, if I have to pay for something, I'm always like, do you have Visa PayWave? Because with this, I can just double click a button here and then tap it and then go. It's so easy, and it's so amazing for if I'm shopping and I'm carrying heaps of bags, or like my card's all the way in my backpack and I need to pay for something, I don't have to get my wallet out, I just go double tap, bing, okay, it's done. It makes it so much easier, and I love it so much. I can't rave about that enough. Another thing that I really love is that for running, it was amazing. My past video that I just did was running in a marathon, or running my own marathon basically, and I didn't have to map out my runs at all anywhere that I went. I would just press start and then run, and then every kilometer it tells me when I've run, how far I've run, how fast, like my heart rate, all of that. So it's so convenient because I could just literally run anywhere and it tells me how far I've gone, and it's actually very accurate because it's got its own GPS in it. Okay, what I don't like about the Apple Watch, there's only a couple of things. If I go to try and actually open up an app, like open my Messenger on here or my WhatsApp or whatever, it's actually very slow to open it up, which is a bit annoying. However, luckily I don't have to open up apps, because usually I'm not using it to type a message to my friend or something like that. I'm just using it to check a notification, see what they've said. Most of the time I don't have to open the apps, which is good because it's really slow to open up. Another thing that's quite frustrating is that I think the heart rate monitor is a bit inaccurate when I'm not running, because when I'm running it's just a constant distance and it can calculate exactly how far I've run. It knows my height and my weight and everything, so it's really easy to calculate how many calories I'm burning and all of that. If I'm doing other exercise, it's classed as, so at the moment I'm doing the Insanity workout, which is full on, and that workout has your heart rate going to its absolute maximum and then back down again, up and down the whole time. And it's an amazing workout. Check it out if you're into fitness. But because your heart rate's going up and down all the time, and Sean T's always saying in the workout, he's like, check your heart rate, so I'll check it, and then it's saying oh, your current heart rate's at 76 beats per minute, and I'm like, pretty sure it's not at 76 because I'm dying right now. So I think when it jumps up and down so much like that, isn't quite as accurate, or maybe I'm not wearing it tight enough. But yeah, I kind of feel a little bit ripped off when I look down. I'm like, how have I only burnt 200 calories in this like hour-long, crazy, high-intensity interval training workout? So I think that is a little bit inaccurate. For running, it's very accurate, so it just depends what you're after. The next thing I want to talk about is a product that's very popular, and I think I've gotten a lot of people come to my channel from the first video that I put up. So if you came here from that, thank you very much. And that is the Canon G7x Mark II. So right now I'm filming with my old Canon EOS Kiss X5. I still love this camera. I still love it as much as I did when I first got it, but there are a few cons that I find now that I've been using it for a while. But first of all, the things that I love, it's really fast. As soon as I press open, it can start filming within, hang on, let's time it. You're ready. 1, 2. Within 2 seconds, I can start filming stuff. So that's really good if you're on the go and you're like, oh crap, I need to film that. Just get your camera out and you can start filming straight away. It's amazing in low light conditions. It's really, really great for low light. It's got really great colors, and like the auto white balance, I don't use auto too much. I usually choose the white balance depending on where I am, but the colors always seem to come out really nicely. All of the videos that I've filmed as of recent have been filmed with this camera, and I think it has some really, really excellent quality footage, especially considering I'm usually on the go and I'm just pressing the button and going. So I've been really happy with the footage that it's produced. Overall, I think it's a really great camera if you're vlogging. I mean, it's rated #1 for all vlogging cameras, I think. This one and the Sony RX100. It's got the screen that pops up like this. It's just reliable, you know. I've got a little case for it, but oftentimes I'll just have this attached to the GorillaPod and I just kind of throw it in my bag. And very reliable, it's a very sturdy camera, takes great footage all the time. Which brings me to my cons though. One of the cons is that you cannot attach a headphone, no, you cannot attach a microphone to it. Luckily it has a good microphone in it already, but no, you can't attach your own microphone to it, which is a bit annoying. Another thing that's quite frustrating is that the autofocus takes a little bit of time sometimes. I've heard that it's got one of the faster autofocus in terms of a point and shoot camera, but I have had a different experience. It feels as though it's a little bit slow at times, which isn't good. Yeah, so the autofocus is a little bit slow sometimes, which is quite annoying. So sometimes I'll start shooting and realize it's not in focus, and it takes a while for it to actually autofocus. So another thing that I find kind of, I'm more just angry at myself that I didn't realize this before I bought it. Oh no, I just realized I was out of focus that whole time. Hold on. Okay, is that there's only 2 options for frame rates. There's 25 frames per second, which is usually the standard for all filming, and then there's 50 frames per second. I really love doing stuff in slow motion. It just makes for some really beautiful footage, especially for when I'm traveling a lot. It makes stuff look really nice. To do slow motion videos, the higher the frame rate, the slower you can make the video while it's still being smooth. With the Canon, you can only shoot at 50 frames per second as the highest, and that means that you can slow the footage down to about half speed, and any slower than that and it will start to get a bit jolty. I really wish that I knew that. Well, I really wish that I looked that up before I bought it, because now I really love doing slow motion stuff, but can't really do a lot with it. The Canon's main competitor is the Sony RX100V, 105 RXV. That camera is very similar to this one, but it's got a whole range of different higher frame rates to shoot in, and it can take some beautiful footage. So I'm kind of like kicking myself a little bit that I didn't look more into that Sony camera before I bought this one. So yeah, that's a bit annoying. But if you're not really into slow-mo, you don't need it that much, then don't worry about it. I still think that overall, the Canon G7x Mark II is a wonderful, reliable overall camera, specifically for vlogging and if you're doing a lot of stuff on the go. It just takes some really, really great videos. Which brings me to the last thing I want to talk about, and that is the BOHM S10 fitness. They're not fitness, it's not like specifically fitness, but earpods. Straight away, off the bat, I've found that I love earpods. I love not having any kind of wire whatsoever around my neck or my head or anything like that, because they always seem to fall out, or like the wire gets tangled around something, or it just becomes a hassle and an annoyance. And I love not having any of that. Oh my gosh, these are the first earpods I've ever owned before, so it was kind of the first time I ever really experienced it. Oh, it's amazing. It makes running so easy. I love having no wires. It's amazing. Another thing I love about these ones is that they fit me really, really well. I found I've got like really like ridiculously tiny ears, and I found that even like Apple headphones and everything like that, they don't stay in my ears too easily. They often fall out. These ones fit really, really well. They've never fallen out of my ears, not even once. I've never felt like they're going to fall out. They're really, really excellent. It's got the little pingy thing here that keeps it in there, and even that fits me, which is great. But that brings me to my cons. One thing that I said in my previous video is that I found that they didn't disconnect the whole time I was running, which was true while I was running when there's not much stuff around. If I am in specific parts in the gym, I know it's in specific parts of the gym, like just this one little corner, it's always disconnecting. And at Gymcraft as well, I think if there's lots of metal stuff around or other people using Bluetooth, they do disconnect. I don't want to say a lot, but like I can count on them disconnecting at least, 2-3 times. And by disconnecting, I mean like it kind of cuts out for a second and then starts again, which is really, really frustrating when you're just like really into your songs and your music at the time, or if you're listening to a podcast and you can't hear what they're saying half the time. And I found it actually it's only in my right ear that it tends to disconnect a lot from, not really so much the left. So yeah, that's kind of something to look out for, something that I wish was a little bit better. Another thing that I found to be really frustrating, and it could have been fixed so easily, I honestly have no idea why they didn't do this. Like if you look at these, it's a little bit hard to tell which one goes into which ear. You might be like, oh, okay, so let's go this way. But then does that go in that ear or what? After a while you get kind of used to it, like now I can know which one's supposed to go in which ear, but at first it was really frustrating. I had to be like, check it out on one ear and be like, no, that feels weird, put it in the other one. Would it have killed them to just put an L and an R on one of them? Like, maybe I should just do that myself, just get a little Sharpie and etch it in or something. And then when you go to put them into this charging case, it's also quite difficult to know, oh, okay, I just realized it does have L and R written in here, but not on here. So if you don't know exactly which one it is, then it's just really difficult. I don't know why they didn't do that. It's really annoying. However, with all of that negative stuff said, I do still really love these earpods. I'm pretty sure that the music quality is good. I'm not an expert, but I think the music quality is good to me. It's really, really great for people that are into fitness, people that are moving around a lot. And I really think if you haven't gone completely wireless yet and just gotten earpods, like holy crap, invest in some and you will see the difference. They're incredible. I love them so much. I really wanted to get the Apple AirPods, but then I found out they were like $400. I was like, oh no. So that's why I got these ones. These ones are like 110 Singaporean dollars, which was really, really, really quite cheap. Well, that basically concludes my poorly constructed tech review. Hopefully this one was a little more better constructed than the other ones that I've done in the past. If you've made it this far through the video, thank you so much for watching. If you're new here, welcome. Thank you for watching again. I usually do travel videos or stuff to do with performing, expat life in Singapore at the moment, all that kind of stuff. If you like anything about that, please make sure to hit the subscribe button and the like button if you like this video in particular. If you're already a subscriber, thank you so much. If there's anything else that you'd really like to see me do on this channel, please make sure to write it in the comments down below. I would really appreciate it. Coming up very soon, I have bought a very important, very exciting piece of technology. Another one. Just wasting my money. But no, this is something I've been wanting to buy for a really long time, and I'm so excited to film with it and to share with you the footage I get from it. That could be a hint. And to do another tech review with that. I'm really looking forward to that. It's gonna be good. Anyway, I'll stop talking. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you next time, hopefully. Yes. Goodbye.